The first $100,000 is the hardest money you will ever earn. It's not because the world is unfair, not because the government taxes you too much, and not because your boss is an idiot. It's hard because you have no capital. Without it, you're on a hamster wheel, running as fast as you can, sweating it out, but getting nowhere. Let me tell you something. This struggle isn't a personal failure. It's a fundamental, brutal truth of building wealth. That first $100,000 isn't just another number to hit. It's the single most important and difficult financial milestone you will ever achieve. It's a war of attrition. Today, inspired by the timeless wisdom of investment legends like Charlie Munger, we're going to break down the 5 unspoken truths about this grueling journey and why you absolutely must endure it. 1. Hard work won't make you rich. Capital will. Let's get one thing straight. The idea that you can work your way to wealth is a dangerous fantasy. If sheer hard work and long hours were the secret, as the old saying goes, coal miners would be billionaires. The truth is, your labor, your sweat, and your time has a ceiling. You can only work so many hours in a day. Real wealth is built by capital. Think of capital as the tireless employee you hire once you've saved enough. It's the money that works for you 24/7, never gets sick, never takes a vacation, and quietly multiplies in the background. Until you have money working for you, you're just another beast of burden. Every single dollar you earn comes directly from your own effort with zero leverage. If this concept is already hitting home, do me a favor and hit that like button to let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to the Money Mindset channel for more no-nonsense financial truths. Capital doesn't get tired. Capital doesn't ask for the weekend off. Capital doesn't come home drunk. It just sits there, quietly multiplying, if you don't mess it up. 2. Compound interest is a cruel joke at first. Everyone loves to talk about the magic of compound interest. They show you those pretty charts where a small sum blossoms into a fortune over 40 years. But here's the cruel joke they forget to mention. Compound interest is practically useless until you have something meaningful to compound. As Munger would say, nobody can compound zero. The psychological pain in the early years is real because everyone wants the snowball effect, but nobody wants to push the damn snowball up the hill first. You bust your tail to save $25,000, invest it, and at the end of the year, you might get a return of $2,500 if you're lucky. Those returns are offensive. That's one broken air conditioner or a single dental bill away from being completely wiped out. This is the exact point where most people quit. They look at their tiny returns, get bored and discouraged by the crawling pace, and decide to spend the money on a new phone or a vacation, something with immediate gratification. They strangle compounding before it ever has a chance to breathe. The trick isn't brilliance. The trick is not giving up when the numbers are small. If you can survive the psychological pain of watching money crawl instead of run, you'll eventually get to see it fly. 3. Your lifestyle is the enemy of your freedom. Want to know the fastest way to stay poor forever? Inflate your lifestyle every time you get a raise. It's the most common financial mistake, and it is, to put it bluntly, shooting yourself in the foot. You get a promotion, and the first thought is to reward yourself. You justify buying a bigger car, moving to a nicer apartment, or booking that expensive vacation you couldn't afford last year. You call it a reward, but what you're really doing is resetting your financial progress back to zero. You're simply upgrading your hamster wheel. Wealth is built on discipline, not indulgence. You have to understand that real financial progress is invisible. Wealth isn't the fancy car, the big house, or the designer clothes. That's just consumption. True wealth is the growing balance in your investment account that you don't touch. It's the quiet, unglamorous, and disciplined act of letting your capital grow, uninterrupted by the desire to impress people you don't even like. Real progress is invisible. It's the growing balance you don't touch. It's the compound interest you don't interrupt. The car loses value the second it leaves the lot, but the capital you keep works for you every single day. 4. Avoiding stupidity is better than seeking brilliance. Building wealth isn't about making brilliant, genius-level investment moves. It's far more about consistently and boringly avoiding dumb ones. And what is stupidity in this context? It's financing a depreciating car you can't afford. It's buying a house so expensive that you're one paycheck away from panic. It's carrying high-interest credit card debt month after month, especially from people who carry balances at 20% interest while bragging about making 10% in the stock market. That isn't investing, it's self-deception. Debt is the opposite of compounding. It's negative compounding. Instead of your money working for you, you are working for your money. The interest relentlessly compounds against you, silently, day and night, ensuring you stay trapped. You don't need to find the next Amazon. You just need to stop sabotaging yourself by handing your future earnings over to the bank. You don't need brilliance to get rich. You just need to avoid stupidity. But most people can't. They chase status with borrowed money, and then wonder why they don't have a cent left over. 5. $100,000 isn't a number. It's a new set of rules. Hitting that $100,000 milestone isn't about being rich. It's about earning your seat at the table. It is the proof of concept that the system of saving and investing actually works. It's the moment you stop being financially powerless. Suddenly, you have leverage. Banks take your calls. Opportunities you never saw before start coming to you. You can take a calculated risk on a business or an investment without facing total ruin if it fails. Most importantly, you gain freedom, the freedom to walk away from a terrible job because you are no longer one paycheck away from disaster. Then comes the supernatural moment, the year your investment returns earn you more money than you were able to save from your job. This is the tipping point. It's the moment you truly transition from being just a worker to a capitalist. But be warned, this milestone is the starting line, not the finish line. Many people get here and decide they're the next Warren Buffett, chasing hot stocks and speculating wildly. Others celebrate by taking on a bigger mortgage, confusing a milestone with the finish line. Arrogance at this stage can undo a decade of disciplined work in a single bad decision. The start of the real game. The journey to your first $100,000 is designed to be a brutal, boring, and thankless grind. It's not a test of your intelligence, your talent, or your investment-picking genius. It is a raw test of your discipline, your patience, and your ability to delay gratification. The entire purpose of this miserable struggle is to build a pile of capital large enough to finally start working for you, to finally tilt the unforgiving game of wealth in your favor. Once you do, the second $100,000 takes half the time, and the momentum begins to build on itself. The brutal path is not a secret. Get the first $100,000 by any honest means necessary. Cut your expenses, increase your income, ignore what your neighbors think, just get it. Because until you do, you aren't even in the game.